guys just think about this for a moment. We're supposed to be a hotel-friendly tourist area. Well, we've had a lot of tourists that's fallen down there. The hotel's concerned. I've talked with them.
Yeah.
Okay, no question. Now, there's no handicap parking here on College, Maple Street, or Main Street. None in this downtown area. Indiana Code IC 5-16-9 tells you that you should have at least 2 handicap spots in a parking lot. There is not.
Did you say and or in?
There are 2 handicap spots.
Where are they?
There's one. There's 2 in
One
there.
down, you pointed out first, that's obsolete.
This one down here, that's not a
Obsolete.
handicap spot. Remember, you guys got in trouble. You got a violation for that.
No, we didn't
You
get
did got a
violation.
violation. I got a copy
They
of it right here.
moved it.
There's the violation right here. You got a copy of that violation, and it's
But there's
signed.
2 up here, 2 on the other
Okay,
side,
that
2
depends
up
on how you
there.
look at it. Is it 1 parking lot or 2?
It's 1.
If you are in the small parking lot down here, and you have to drive out on the highway and get to the second parking lot up here, I would think that's 2.
I think it's referred to as 1.
It's
Well, I've
referred
always
to
been
as 1
told-
because we're skirting the law.
To
That you
somebody in
get
a wheelchair, I don't think they would see that as one. Just saying.
You cannot get from one parking lot to the other parking lot unless you're out on the
Yeah,
highway.
there's a walkway right through there.
There's a walkway you cannot get in a car. So
No.
if a van wanted to get, a handicapped van wanted to get from one parking lot to the other, they would not be able to.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Okay. What I'm asking for.
Time out, time out. Did you say it again? What does the code say? Did you say in
2.
or
It had-
and?
Okay. The Indiana Code 5-16-92 says a minimum number of reserved spaces. If you have a parking lot of 26 or more, you must have 2. There's 28 parking spots here. So you're supposed to have 2 handicap
In
spots in the small lot.
Well, I think at one time though they
Well, that's because
the
you were
old
skirting
ADA.
the law.
Well, we didn't. The ADA came in and looked at it and said it was okay. Because I mean, I was here. when
Okay,
they
it
did
depends
that.
on if in a court of law. If you
Right.
guys, if we were to get sued over this.
But anyways, the ADA people came and said it was okay, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
At
Well,
the
I don't
time,
think it's
but
okay.
I don't know what.
I have
Okay.
more questions.
Yes. Yeah,
Whether
I've actually
it's
got
1 or
handouts for
2.
y'all. I'm prepared for this.
Oh, no, I don't need that.
No,
I
go
want to
ahead.
see this.
Okay.
I want to ask you a question about this. Okay, so if this is, you're saying there has to be 2 handicap spots in
Get
this.
2 handicap and a van.
Okay, is there 2 here, Jason?
Yeah,
No.
In this?
In the small parking lot, Jason?
yes, sir.
Where are they at? Come and show me
Up
where
there
they're
in
at.
the top corner.
This corner?
Correct, yes.
There's 1 there. 1. Where's the other one?
In the other part, there's 2 in this parking lot, there's
We're talking about this
2.
small parking lot right here.
2 right there, 2 here, 2 up there. So,
Okay, we're talking about the smaller lot down here.
yes, there's 2 there.
Where are they at? Come and show us where they're at, please.
Where Cali pointed.
Sorry, here?
There's 1 there.
There's 2 there, yes.
There's
There's
2.
1 there.
Yes.
There's 1 there. There's 1 sign and 1 handicap spot.
Not to mention it's all the way by the highway.
Yeah, the one out by the highway
It's a little
doesn't count
redundant.
because it
Yeah,
doesn't have a
that's not-
sign and
that's
they
not
got a
handicap.
violation for that.
Okay, so you're saying the code says you have to have 2 spots?
2 and a
in-
van.
Okay, in this lot?
Yes, yes,
In? Okay, and obviously 2 here.
yes. That's, there's, depends on how many there is here.
Now, Jason,
Okay.
did you
Now,
say,
if you
did
total
say
all
that
of
it
together,
was-
you're
this-
barely
we
within
didn't
the
get
Indiana
fined.
code for ADA.
Okay.
Barely, barely.
Okay.
No.
But the other problem is,
Okay.
there is no handicap spots. I like moving people. Come on, people, have a little compassion here. Now, one of the problems of all the people falling downtown,
But Tony, we did this last time when you weren't here, when we had the special meeting for you.
uh-huh,
And we were gonna talk about that. That's
Okay.
the whole reason we had that
in
meeting.
that book, I read through that whole book. In the book, it shows you
Correct.
several problems.
But did you
in
remember
downtown.
Clint saying that we're gonna do that?
We're
at
going
some
on,
point?
when are we going to do it? This violation that
We-
you guys just got was 2019.
And it,
David, 25 people have fallen
oh,
downtown.
wait. Did we get fined or not?
No.
Did you get a violation or not?
We did not.
Yes, you did. It says
We
right there,
did.
2
How's that
violations.
open for public?
You have 2 violations right here from the fire marshal. Because the first one, and I'll tell you again, the first one, he said it's in compliant, right? And you guys had him to hand deliver this to me saying in compliance.
Yes.
And I said, how'd you do your investigation? He said, oh, I looked in an aerial map in Indianapolis. I said, come on, this is how we do an investigation. I made him walk all the way out there to the far end of the parking lot and show him where the handicap spot was.
Then I don't know
Jason,
what
does it show 2 violations on that?
That's what I'm reading, I can't really read
Okay.
it small writing, I don't have my glasses on, I'm sorry.
Okay. So this is really simple, guys. All I'm asking is that you take the first parking spot, because that's where most people fall at,
And
Time
you
out.
did.
Are you talking about on the street?
on the street.
Okay, go ahead.
So if a large number of people fall on the street, now we've already
They're
been told.
falling on your side of the
No,
street.
they're not. They're falling on Maple Street, onto Maple Street. They're on the sidewalk in front of the
Coming
West Building.
in front of your salon.
No, in front of the West Building. That's where most.
Well, that's on your side of the street though. Not,
Yes.
now you're talking, now you're across the street at the parking lot, so which are?
Okay, well, I'm just showing you for an example. This is how we can remedy a situation. I'm more concerned with people falling. Okay?
I thought you were talking, we need.
Tom, can you help us on this or stuff? Remember at the block bash and stuff? The
Yeah,
large
we've had
number of
people fall down
Did you
there.
see people falling? Did you see people with blood on them and stuff?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. There's firemen's in here, there's EMS and policemen have all agreed that this something should be done. Now, you guys only need 2 of these.
Well, tell
Only
me the
two of these.
proposal again.
Okay, so my proposal is I had some blue paint that I forgot.
We don't need, I don't want to,
Okay.
just tell me what you
But
did.
my proposal is the first parking space on Maple Street where most of the people fall at. If you was to paint it blue, make it a handicap spot, that would solve the problem. But the problem is that concrete curb
We can't do
blends
Puts
into
that
the
in compliance,
concrete.
We can't.
Huh?
That puts out of compliance then.
No, it wouldn't, because there's a ramp right beside there, which isn't in compliance, by the way. That ramp is right there. Aren't you
They
gonna
were
do
in
that?
compliance, but after the new
Yeah, they
ADA,
were.
they can. Now,
They
if we know we gotta
change
change
every so often.
Okay.
That's what we said.
But
that
there
meeting.
is a possibility.
Right.
Because they talked with one attorney and they said there's a ramp close by there, so you can make that. It's up to you guys if you want to or not.
Well, and that's the thing, we had last special meeting
Yeah.
that you didn't come to.
I called it in because I was
I know,
going to the
but-
AIM conference, which is a lot more.
Yes, yes.
What
But,
subject?
but the thing is, they were talking about that with, Clint, our engineer,
No.
and he was saying that we're gonna redo that whole street. But again, I think
I
he
called him,
needs-
he said, we need to have him look and see. You just want it painted now,
Yeah,
right?
I want something done now so
but we
Don't get
nobody
you
else
bored out.
falls.
Just let me know.
But see, the thing is, we can't just paint it. We have to talk to our engineers,
Yeah.
and then we'll have to talk, I mean, I
Okay, I
can't,
got an email from the governor of the state of Indiana. He said it's up to the town
but
board.
I'm not even gonna use the government. I mean, we have to go by, I guess, the ADA board. There's a committee in
Right.
Indianapolis. I mean, if they come and say
I
it's
talked with
okay.
Richard Ward at the ADA board.
Yes,
That's
I have
his
too.
phone number.
I have
Have
to.
you talked with Richard?
Yes, I have.
He's in a wheelchair.
Well,
You'd think he'd be
yes.
able more.
but again, we have to talk to our engineers too to make sure it's okay.
Can't just go do it, and that's what I said to him.
Yeah.
Give us time to see what he's
How
gonna
much
do.
time? This is 2019. Now look at these people. That's a very simple problem.
It sure
Okay,
is,
We all
but-
agree that's a
But
problem.
we don't wanna be out of compliance either. 'Cause
You're
if we-
already out of compliance.
If we paint something
That's
and
why
we're
we
not
didn't spend a
supposed
lot
to,
of
and
money.
somebody gets hurt, if somebody gets hurt, we're gonna get in trouble. And what Clint was saying is you can't do curb cuts because that actually makes
We're not
more,
asking for a curb cut.
but you might have to with ADA.
We just said we want him to check it out. Can we do that? Make sure we're legal.
And we
No.
were here the special meeting, and we all agreed that that's what we were gonna do. So I don't know why we have to go through all of this again, because
Because I'm pleading with you guys to
But
do
we're
the
doing
right
it.
thing. You're
And
not
we're-
doing it. You're not doing, we've been doing this since 2019. Okay.
I can
Yeah.
tell you that I haven't been doing it since
Okay,
2019.
no, but some of these people on this board have been
Sure.
doing this since 2019. When people are falling, there's no reason for this. Here we have the fire department, EMS, and policemen.
Well, so
Okay.
the way we left it was that Clint, we gave him the approval to go ahead, start the survey, go ahead and whatever we gotta do, we're gonna do the whole street. But I see what you're saying, you don't wanna wait that long for the whole street to be done. So why can't we come to some kind of compromise where we go back to Clint and say, yes, we understand that we're gonna redo the whole street, College, Maple, Main, okay, that's all in one big grant, am I correct about that? Eventually, no?
that's what.
I might have made that up.
No.
Okay, the Ready Grant or something, I don't know. Anyway, but in the meantime, since that could take a while, what can we do
Okay, well,
Yes,
we do
and I
thank you.
think that's
That's
what
what
was,
she's saying.
that's
We're
what was
asking
at the
Clint.
last meeting.
Yes, I'm not
Yeah.
saying, Tony, let's wait
Yeah,
3 years
no.
to do something, but I do think we do need to check with him to find out, and whoever he needs to call, to find out what can we do now in the interim until you come and start digging out the road.
Yes.
What can
And
we
we're
do
not
to
digging
make?
out the road, we're asking for a little bit of paint.
No, I mean, later, we're gonna dig out
She
the
said
road.
before they would start their other project, we can go ahead and see with Clint, can we actually do this? And that's what we're trying to make sure we can.
And how much longer is that gonna take?
When does he do
I
that?
will, I'll call Clint tomorrow.
Okay, so if you do that, you're pending Clint's approval, can we make that first and last spot a handicap accessible? A
What is the
handicap parking?
last spot?
The last one's up by Tracy Tucker's 33 Brick Street.
Well,
I
it's
checked
by
all.
Bliss, right?
Yes, and there,
Around the corner by Bliss.
on Maple Street.
No, he said he wanted to by
Okay,
Bliss.
any
Yeah.
handicap parking would be much appreciated.
Right.
Any of them.
So you're just basically saying one on each end?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are much needed and stuff, okay? And I've got a police report here that shows a lady that fell off the curb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
I-
if
I'm
you-
Tony,
fine
we're
with-
all for it.
Yes.
I mean,
well, if you're for it, then let's make a motion.
We can't until we get approval that we can do
Okay,
this.
can we make a motion
And not until
that
we get
we're for
approval.
it pending his approval?
Our meetings are every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks, we can talk about it again.
Okay.
We-
Mr. Umbleby, if the town should get sued by somebody falling off that parking lot again, and we are all have knowledge of it, would that increase the value of a tort claim? Could the judge award more money because we have
Well-
not done anything?
There's a full answer to that. Probably not gonna like it. Things that were designed and constructed more than 10 years ago, the statute of limitation runs on a product liability claim, okay? So design defects that are more than 10 years old can't be sued on, okay? Maintenance items
so broken
are
sidewalk.
different. So if sidewalk's broken, or if,
Right, so like, if
Right.
Highway 1, that's messed up over there, so it's yours.
exactly. Those are current items. You know, those run from the date of the failure to maintain, right? So if you change designs, you freshen up the ability to file product liability claim, which is why you have to design them correctly, because if it's not ADA compliant, that per se will make you liable.
Right.
Okay, for a tort, right?
Yes, so like if we
So
go and paint something. that we
whatever
shouldn't.
you do needs to be ADA compliant.
Correct.
So otherwise, right there, so if you do something ADA that's not ADA compliant, even if it's an improvement in any
prevent.
number of opinions, if it's not ADA compliant, you're still gonna get nailed. If someone has a problem. So the key is, whatever you do, make sure it's ADA compliant.
Okay, so adding paint to a parking spot, that would mean changing the structure or anything